All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the icon teaching the truth of the folk on the urban city, man. This is basically a quick lesson. Man, I was just meditating on, I was on a bus, and I was thinking about all the substance, money, cars, and I thought about life, lot wife, man. And I came up with this lesson, man. Go back for what, man? Cause guess what? A lot of people fall out, man. A lot of people fall out the truth over simple things, man. Because guess what? They want rooted and grounded in the truth. And man, I've been in the truth for a period of time, not long, but long period of time. And man, compared to the apostles, and I seen a lot of people fall out this truth because they weren't rooted or grounded in the faith of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. And the only way to get that is building up your faith, praying, and ultimately, if you're the elect, man. And I pray that the occupants that are around us and myself likewise is part of that number, man. Salakia. Salakia. Mouth was kind of dry. But that man, before I get into the lesson, I want to get my favorite parable, man. Because this parable is true, man. This Matthew 13, I'm going to just start at the top. In the same day when Yahweh sat out of the house and sat by the seaside, and great multitude was gathered together unto him, so that they went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore. Right? And he spake many things unto them and prepared a parable, saying, behold, a sword went forth to sow. So guess what? A man went out to teach the word, man. And guess what? He had a group of people listening, right? Verse 4, and when he sowed, some seed fell by the wayside, and the fowls came and devoured them, man. So guess what? Some heard it, and guess what? This seed and social, this affliction, basically, because that's what it represents, came and swept them up, man. Took them out this truth, took them out this word from hearing the word of the Lord, right? Verse 5, some fell on stony ground where they have not much earth, and for which they sprung up, because they had no deepness of the world. And when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had not rooted, they wither away, man. Because guess what? Some man come in this truth and get sucked from the world, man. Meaning your cars, your clothes, your money, your wife, all these things, man. Hey, when you come into the serve the Lord, you gotta set all those things aside, man. Everything, man, and serve the Lord. Hey, remember the Lord gave you those things, man. Yes, it get tough. Man, I'm a prime example, man. All these brothers and Great Millstone GMS, man. Starting with the apostles on down, man. They suffered and gave up great things for this truth, man. And we're going to get that too, man. Because, hey, we have to forsake all, man. Verse 7. And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them, and some came and more affliction, things of the world, right? And they choked them out. But others fell onto good ground and brought forth fruit, and some 100-fold, some 60-fold, and some 30-fold. Who ear can hear, let them hear, man. So guess what? What's that good ground? When you read Matthew the 7th chapter, that good ground is talking about that rock. And that rock is talking about Yahweh Shai, man. Meaning it's truth. You are rooted and grounded in this truth, man. That's why you have to study. You got to pray. You got to, fast. These things are needful for the body, man. Or not, you're going to go back. You're going to go back, man. And this truth called, this lesson means go back for what? You're going to go back to the basic life, because that's all it is. This world, all this form, this fashion of this world is basic, man. Compare how the kingdom is going to be glorious. You're going to have servant. You're going to have abundance of money. women. I know I just lost a lot of sisters, but hey, it's true. But guess what? This is the riches of the Lord, man. The Lord gave us these riches, man. Especially if you're an Israelite man, man. Hey, the Lord got great riches for us, man. So we have to forsake all, man. So go back for what, man? And let's get into the lesson, man. So lock it for the long intro. This Luke 17 and 31. It say, in that day, Salakia. Matter of fact, let's start up. This verse 26. And as was in the day of Noah, so shall it be as in Son of Man, in the days of the Son of Man, right? Because in the day of Noah, it was drinking. It's going to get into it. 27. They eat and they drink. They marry wives. They was given to marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark and flood came in and destroyed them all. Because guess what? That's the same thing that's going on. We telling these people that this world finna pass away. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about the job. Even though you need a job to pursue for yourself or your family, man. That is true. But don't be caught up into that money or that job or that wife or them kids, man. Verse 28. Likewise, as it was in the day of Lot, they did eat, they drink, and they brought, and they sold, and they plant, and they built. The same thing they doing right now. But the same day that the Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all, man. Because guess what? The Lord ordained that place because it was wicked, man. Same thing that's going on with Sodom and Gomorrah, the same thing's going on now, man. The same wickedness that was back then with Noah, it's same thing now, but now it's at the peak, the height, man. Verse 30, even though say it be in the days when the Son of Man is revealed, and that day we which be upon the housetop and has stuck in the house, let him not come down and take it away, and he that is in the field, let him likewise not return back. Know why? Verse 32, remember Lot's wife, man, because guess what? Hey, Lot's wife, remember all the sustenance they had. The money, they was rich. They were the friends, all those things, man. When they was leaving out of Sodom and Gomorrah and the Lord was ordained that the thing, he turned Lot's wife into a pit of salt, man. It also proved how weak the woman is. But guess what? We're not supposed to have that spirit, man. We have to have that spirit of the Lord to keep moving. Because regardless of the fact, whatever we have, the Lord is going to provide, man. Don't want you reading the book of Luke, the second chapter, the Lord know what we want, man. Lord know what we need before we even pray or ask, man. So that's the mindset we supposed to have. Keep going. Verse 33. Whosoever shall seek to save his life shall lose it. And whosoever shall lose his life shall preserve it, man. Because guess what? We lose his life. We lose our life for this for Yahweh Shai. And we lose this life according to this world, man. We become bums. They so-called say, which we, man, the Lord was called bum, man. A bum. They be like, you crazy or mad, man. But we all look foolish, what? To the people. But, hey, guess what? We're not foolish in the eyes of the Lord, man. This is a great rich and promise and a glory in the sight of the Lord, man. This truth is heavy. Especially Akim that has been in this thing, man. Brothers that young Akim that haven't been in the truth for so long, man, hey, this heavy. You got to really know what you're getting yourself into. Count the cost, man. Because guess what? You don't want to be trapped or looking back or going back. Because you go back, hey, that's your ass, man. The Lord will kill you. And you don't want to be found in this world, because this world about to pass away, man. Let's keep moving, man. This Matthew's Salakia, man. If I'm long-winded, but this must be come out, man. That's the spirit. This Matthew's 19 and 21. And Yahushua said unto him, if thou would be perfect, go and sell that Salakia. Come on, let's just start at 21. Yahushua said unto him, if thou would be perfect, go and sell that which thou hast and give to the poor, and thou shalt have treasure in heaven, and come and follow me. Because guess what? He was talking to this rich man. And guess what? This rich man had great substance. So he said, go sell what you have and give it to the poor. The poor need it, right? So that you can have great treasure in the heaven. Verse 2, and when the young man heard these things, we went away sorrowful, for he had great possessions, man. And you don't want to be like this man. Because guess what? Some man can't let go of these possessions, these cars or this. Man, the women, lose, even jobs, man. People fall out of the truth for a job. Hey, read the parable about the man that made an excuse. He tended to his land. That's a job, man. Verse 23. Then said Yahweh saying to the disciple, verily I say unto you that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again I say unto you, it is easy for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh, man. Because guess what? A camel got to humble down. When you go see a camel, his back, when you go to the eye of a needle, it's a cave. So he had to humble down to fit through the needle, the entrance, man. So it's better for that camel to humble down and go than a man that have great riches, man. And that's heavy. Because a lot of these people don't want to let go certain things in the world, man. A lot of these people that come in the truth get sucked because of the world, because of their friends. Because hey, this truth is great shameful, man. The things that you used to have, you don't have no more. But it's all to bring you low, to humble you, man. So you don't have this proud spirit. Keep going, man. This 2 Timothy, I don't want to talk too much, but Salakia, if I'm hope I'm making a point, man. This 2 Timothy 2:1. It say, though therefore my son be strong in the grace, Salakia. Read it again. 2 Timothy 2:1. Though therefore my son be strong in the grace that is in Yahushua, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same shall commit thou to faithful men, and who shall be able to teach us also, man. So we got to be strong in this grace, so that you can teach the man that's coming after you, man. So they can be teach the ones, man, other men. Because guess what? No one want to weak-minded, man. When you read, I believe Peter, it said, arm your mind up like the mind of Yahweh Shai. He was strong. He showed us the way. He leaded us, man. He's our great leader. Verse 3, though therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai, no man that warreth attain himself with the affairs of his life, that he might please him who had chosen him to be a soldier, man. Because the Lord had chosen us to be this soldier, man. To be this man of the Lord, man. So we got to endure, man. A man that's set on war, don't worry about the things at home, man. He worried about that battle, man. Because guess the first time he thinking about the things at home, he get his head blown off, man. He get weak. He get scared. Then he don't want to do the mission no more. And it's a great mission that we on, man. In order to get the kingdom of heaven, we have to do this, man. We got to build up our nation. And that's the whole agenda, man. This 1 Corinthians. So, 1 Corinthians 7 and 31, man. Get straight to the point. It say, and they that use this world as Salakia. It's 1 Corinthians 7 and 31. And they that use this world as not abuse it, for the fashion of this world pass away, man. So guess what? Ain't nothing wrong with having a job. Nothing wrong with having a woman or kids and everything, man. Or these things are form of the world, man. A car. Use it. But don't over abuse it that you leaning upon it all the time, man. We supposed to lean on what? Yahweh Shem Shai, because a lot of these things is going to pass away. Your car, man, your kids might die, man. Your wife might die. You might die, man. So you have to have that mindset coming in that the Lord can take anything away. What he did to Job. He said, you think I just don't give and I can't take away either? So I'm supposed to just always give and not take away? That's false balance, man. The Lord give and he take it away. And we got to know, like Paul said, know how to be a bound and know how to be at base. Because these things come and go. You can be up high one time and be at low at the next day, man. This Revelations, I just got a couple more scriptures and I'm going to close it out. This Revelations 3 and 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou have, that no man take that crown, man. Because we fighting to a true crown, man. When you read 2nd Esdras, the Lord said that he's going to put crowns on what? The 144 heads, man. You don't want that glory? They say that the man that stands so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. So when you look into this no man, hey, don't let anything stand in your way. Not your job, not your kids, not nothing, man. Because guess what? You are promised great riches, man. The Lord promised us more kids. The Lord promised us more substance. But we got to get to it. It's like a treasure. If you give a man a treasure, $1 million, say that $1 million is a treasure. You just give it to him. Is he going to appreciate it? Then a man that worked for it? No, the man that worked for it, however, he going to deserve it. He going to pressure it. Man, he going to be scared to lose it. But the ones that gave that $1 million to, he's quick to lose it, man. Because he don't know how to earn it back. He going to spend it on all type of unnecessary things. And that's what the Lord's doing right now. He putting us through the trials and tribulations so we can earn the kingdom, man. Scriptures say that he's not unrighteous to forget our labor of love, man. So when we get to the kingdom of heaven, we going to outrightly deserve the benefits of the kingdom, man. Because guess what? We put put forth our all into those things, man. Just got one more scripture and I'm close it out. It's Romans 12, verse 1. I beseech you therefore, brethren, be mercy of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable in Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. So guess what? This is a reasonable service, man, to do this work. To Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, it say what? This the whole duty of man. Fear the Lord and keep his commandments, man. And what's one of his commandments? Is keep pushing his word, striving to the truth and to death. These things is what's acceptable to the Heavenly Father, man. No matter what. Because, hey, I promise you, I'm not letting nothing get in my way. Nothing. Because, hey, I can taste it. I want this, man. I have faith in Yahweh Shema Shai that he's going to build me up and push me to the end, man. Endure to the end. And I hope the same faith the Lord put on the Akim, man. I don't want to sound prideful, but man, through the Spirit and humbly, I say that, man. I pray for those things. That the Lord put that on my spirit, man. Verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind, that you might prove what is good and acceptable and perfect with Yahweh, man. The will of Yahweh, man. So we got to be reformed. Meaning put on a new man. Knowing that these things is temporarily, man. I'm going to get one more scripture because this is my favorite scripture, man. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 16. For which cause we faint not, but through our outward man perish, as the inner man is renewed day by day. So every day we got to get stronger in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, because we have weak man. We're going to what? Go back. We're going to look back. For what, man? Verse 17, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us a far more expedient and eternal way of glory, while we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, but the things which are seen are which are not seen are eternal. Meaning what? The kingdom of heaven, the glory. And we're gonna be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai when it come, man. So I don't want to talk too much, so lucky if I made this video too long, man. But through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, I hope I made my point. I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle and great millstone, our teachers, and salutations to the Icon teaching the truth of the folk on the earth and true and city, man. Until next time, Shalom.